Beautiful hit. Great rhythm, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Really good rhythm. And I would say it to somebody in another group, if you had two guys, one over there with a very nice technical looking swing but a lousy rhythm, and you go the guy like, let's say a Jim Furyk type, somebody with a bit of a quirky swing but love the rhythm, he'll win. Because the rhythm is the massive part. You can be a left arm straight club face, but if your rhythm's iffy, that's a great tempo, that. What handicap did you say you were?
5.
Have you been lower than that? Can't you? Have you been lower than 5?
Nope.
Really?
I've only started playing again sort of last year properly, for the first time in a few years.
That's a lovely lazy hit, that. Beautiful. Yeah, I mean, he's going to. That was a poor shot for him, right? And if you say why, it was a bit narrow and a bit flippy. Yes, he said that himself. So if you saw, with all respect, on a bad day, they'd say, oh well, he needs to get a little bit wider here and a little bit more body and arms together than being a bit tucked up and that. So very hard when you're good to say, do I want to make a change at the cost of doing that? But that's all. And I'm glad you said that, because that's the image I would have. I would say, if you looked at a good example for you would be Tommy Fleetwood.
Yeah.
So if you watch Tommy, especially with all his irons, he holds it very, boom,
Yep.
all his irons. So he does that to take flip. Right. So he gets his body and arms active, fast. Totally different though, but I'm just making a comment there.
No, it is though, because I made a massive change last year to try and stop this shoulder starting first that was happening and creating a load of inconsistency. The consequences, I can either get back on it, or I'll do that, and then I think I've got too far forward and over the top.
Okay, right. Okay, what I would say is this, and for anybody who wants to hear to this, is coming over the top is independent movement of your shoulder or the arms or whatever. What you can't do is answer the coming over the top by doing that. What you need to do is release everything together, so this is not over the top, that's just opening up to it. Yeah. And that's what I would say to you. So rather than thinking, it's not, I'm going to get my right knee, right hip, right foot, everything together. Yeah. So that's not over the top, that's what I'd call on it. Yeah. That's over the top, that's under it, and then a bit flippy. So I'd get the feeling I always say, get your right hip on top of the ball, that impact would be a great feeling. Yeah. And I'm not going to get my hip on it without my shoulders being somewhat open as well. Yeah. Okay? Cool. Good though, very impressed, very impressed.